Over at my dad, and I whispered to him, and I said, I don't think I can do this. All I had to do was tell one of them guys. I mean, it wouldn't be like he's cheating the church. It wouldn't be like that, you know. Man, they ain't had a preacher in a while. What if I just told one of them other fellas to go ahead and do that? What'd be wrong with that? Nothing. Nothing. So my dad, he seen how tore up I was, how red my ears were, the sweat coming off my brow, how my wife was having to discipline the kids. And boy, I praised my wife, the kids growing up. It was very rarely that I could do anything about, them wallowing around in the floor or something. But she always took care of that. She always was there. If they was hungry, she had a pack of crackers in her pocketbook. And here I was, man, just a nervous wreck. I wasn't fit for nothing. My dad saw how tore up I was. And he was as tore up or more so than me. So much that he couldn't talk. He couldn't whisper back to me. He wrote me a note. And I'll never will forget that note. I wish I still had that note. But on that note, he said, I can't do it for you. Now, maybe as a dad, there's a lot of things that you and I would do for our kids. But there's some things we can't do. We can't do, no matter how old they are. As much as we would like to. We can't. So my dad, in his wisdom, he wrote a note and said, I can't do it for you. And about that time, the choir leader turned around and said, okay, Doug. It's a wonder it didn't faint right there on the spot. I had that note crumpled up in that hand. I reached and got my Bible, stood up and said, here we go. Here we go. At that point, there was no backing out. No backing out. That was about 38 years ago. And so when I got up this morning and headed this way, here we go.